The Trojan War is one of the most well-known conflicts in human history, but it exists somewhere between fact and fiction. The myth is as much a part of the story as the history. So stay tuned as we delve into the truth behind the Trojan War. Hello friends, welcome to the CHF Information Channel. Before we begin, please remember to like and subscribe if you enjoy our video efforts. The ancient Greeks thought Troy was near the Dardanelles and that the Trojan War occurred in the 13th or 12th century BC, but by the mid-19th century AD, both the war and the city were widely regarded as non-historical. However, in 1868, the German archaeologist Heinrich Schliemann met Frank Calvert, who convinced Schliemann that Troy was located in what is now Turkey's Hisarlik. Most scholars now accept this claim based on excavations conducted by Schliemann and others. The war began, according to classical sources, with the abduction, or elopement, of Queen Helen of Sparta by the Trojan prince Paris. Menelaus, Helen's betrayed husband, persuaded his brother Agamemnon, king of Mycenae, to lead an expedition to retrieve her. Agamemnon was accompanied by the Greek heroes Achilles, Odysseus, Nestor, and Ajax, as well as a fleet of over 1,000 ships from all over the Hellenic world. They crossed the Aegean Sea to Asia Minor in order to lay siege to Troy and force Priam, the Trojan king, to return Helen. The siege lasted more than 10 years, punctuated by battles and skirmishes, including the legendary deaths of the Trojan prince Hector and the nearly invincible Achilles, until the morning the Greek armies retreated from their camp, leaving a large wooden horse outside the gates of Troy. After much deliberation, and ignoring Priam's daughter Cassandra's warnings, the Trojans brought a mysterious gift into the city. When night fell, the horse burst open, allowing a group of Greek warriors led by Odysseus to climb out and sack Troy from within. Following the Trojan defeat, the Greek heroes gradually returned home. Odysseus took 10 years to complete the perilous and frequently interrupted journey home to Ithaca described in the Odyssey. Helen, whose 2 Trojan husbands were killed in the war, returned to Sparta to reign alongside Menelaus. According to some sources, she was exiled to the island of Rhodes after his death, where she was hanged by a vengeful war widow. There is little known about the historical Homer. Historians place the completion of the Iliad around 750 BC and the Odyssey around 725 BC. Both originated in the oral tradition and were first transcribed decades or centuries later. Many of the most well-known episodes of the war, from Helen's kidnapping to the Trojan horse and the sack of Troy, are based on the so-called epic cycle, a collection of narratives assembled in the 6th century BC from older oral traditions. The Aeneid, the third great classical epic inspired by the Trojan War, was written by the Roman poet Virgil in the 1st century BC. It follows a group of Trojans led by the hero Aeneas as they flee their destroyed city to Carthage before establishing the city of Rome. Virgil's goal was to give Rome first imperial dynasty an origin story that rivaled the Greeks. Many parts of the Trojan War epics are historically difficult to read. Several of the main characters are direct descendants of Greek gods. Helen was fathered by Zeus, who disguised himself as a swan and raped her mother Leda, and much of the action is directed, or thwarted, by the various competing gods. For example, Paris is said to have won Helen's love after bestowing a golden apple on the goddess Aphrodite for her beauty. The Judgment of Paris tells the story of how Paris was asked to choose the most beautiful goddess among Hera, Athena, and Aphrodite by bestowing a golden apple on the winner. Long sieges were recorded during the era, but the most powerful cities could only hold out for a few months, not 10 years. Thanks for your positive feedback and comments for our channel. That's all for now. Please subscribe to our channel and press the bell button to receive notifications about new videos.